Comes the first heat out of turn 4. Green flag flying. We are under race. Three wide through the middle of 1 and 2. Coming out of turn 2. A 3-car battle for the top spot. Hall and Wizenette going through 3 and 4. Hall on the bottom leading the pack. As they race down into turn 1, we got a 3-car battle for second place. Oh, and there goes Wizenette around on the back straightaway, keeping it going. Here they come out of 4. Bill Hall leading the pack across the stripe. Racing down through 1 and 2. Wizenette up on the top, looking to take away the number 3 spot, racing down the back straightaway. Newberry trying to make it 3 wide through 3 and 4. We got 3 wide for third place coming out of turn 4. Bill Hall in the number 4 spot, slowly pulling away from the field. Oh, we got Wizenette up and over the berm, sideways, falling all the way back. We got a 3-car battle for third, racing through 3 and 4. Oh, and a tire is gone off the number 2 car. And we are green flag racing down the back straightaway. Now here comes Wizenette, looking for the top spot through 3 and 4. Bill Hall keeps the lead across the stripe. Hall on the bottom, Wizenette following in suit. Right on his tail, gaining on him down the back straightaway. Wizenette hoping for a run off the top out of 4 for that number 1 spot as they race down the front straightaway, down into turn 1. Hall on the bottom, Wizenette up top. Wizenette looking to take the top spot away as they race down the back straightaway. Hall nosing forward as they race down into turn 3. Pushing up the track, almost up to Wizenette's door as they come out of turn 4. Hall is still your leader. There goes the 78 of Bukowski into the infield. Oh, Hall squarely through 1 and 2. Wizenette, your new leader. Oh, we got one sideways out of 2 and around, almost off the back straightaway. Wizenette, your new leader. Julia Childs up to second, and as they come across the stripe, we'll have 2 laps to go. Hall now pulled into the infield. Wizenette, Childs, and Watson 1, 2, 3. As they come out of turn 4 for the white flag, Childs will have 4 more corners to take that top spot away. As they race through 1 and 2, tires squealing. Wizenette, your leader. Childs with 2 more corners as she looks to the bottom for the top spot as they come out of turn 4. Wizenette holding strong. Your heat race winner, followed by Julia Childs in the 0-2. Here they come rolling out of turn 4. We are green flag racing for heat race number 2. 4 wide down the front straightaway, racing down into turn 1. We got a 3 wide down through 1 and 2 for the top spot. Bajent taking lead, and we got 1 car sideways coming out of turn 2. Bajent, your leader. Now we got a 3-car battle for the number 2 spot coming out of turn 4. Here comes Toller taking away the number 2 spot, challenging Wizenette. Wizenette and Toller door to door, racing through turns 1 and 2. Racing down the back straightaway, Toller taking the number 2 spot away, now chasing Bajent in the number 45. Coming out of turn 4, Bajent, still your leader. Wizenette looking to the inside, take away the number 2 spot. Wizenette wearing out the back bumper of Toller through 1 and 2 as they race down the back straightaway. Bajent, your leader, slowly inching away. Toller and Wizenette rounding out your top 3. Racing down the back straightaway. A battle for the number 3 spot now. We got 2 to go now. Heat race number 2. Pageant checking out from the rest of the field. Here they are coming out of turn 4. Your leader, Pageant, taking the white flag. We got 1 lap to go. Looks like a battle for second as they race down the back straightaway into turn 3. As Toller looks to the bottom to take back the number 2 spot, crossing them up and coming into turn 4. We are green flag racing in heat race number 1. Frazier with a hole shot, racing down through 1 and 2. Tyler Bragg taking away the number 2 spot through 1 and 2 as they race down the back straightaway. A battle for third between Wyatt and Florio as they race down into turn 1. Wyatt running up top, Florio on the bottom, racing down the back straightaway for the number 3 spot. Coming into turn 4. Oh, Bragg way loose, coming into turn 4, and he falls back to 3rd. Contact with a 21T, dropping her all the way back to 4th. As Frazier starts checking out, followed by Hayden and Bragg. Rounding out your top 3, Florio looking to make a comeback, running the bottom out of turn 4. Bragg looking to the bottom of Wyatt for the number 2 spot, coming out of turn 2 as they race down the back straightaway. Rolling down into turn 3, Wyatt up top, Bragg on the bottom, looking to take the spot away down the front straightaway. Florio in the 21T slowly but surely picking up some ground on the number 24, Bragg. Racing down into turn 3, she looks to regain her number 3 spot. The number 66, Exa Frazier, your leader, slowly checking out from the rest of the field. Bragg looking to the bottom of Wyatt, racing down the back straightaway. Wyatt getting a run off the top groove, and now coming across the stripe, we got 2 laps to go. Oh, we got 1 car around. Coming into turn 4 there, keep it going. We are still green flag flying. Coming into turn 2, we got Bragg looking at the bottom of Wyatt for number 2 spot, and racing down into turn 3. Coming into turn 4, Frazier coming up on some lap traffic for the white flag. 1 lap to go. There, here comes Florio looking to take away the number 3 spot. Racing out of turn 1 there, door to door through 1 and 2. Racing down the back straightaway, your leader Frazier coming out of turn 4. Frazier in the 66X will be your heat race number 1 winner, followed by Wyatt, Bragg, and Florio rounding out your top 4. And we are green flag racing, coming into turn 4, Shane Pretty, your pole setter, racing down the front straightaway, door to door. Racing down into turn 1. Pretty on the bottom, Clickenbeard up top, looking to take away the top spot as they race door to door down the back straightaway. Racing down into turn 3. Clickenbeard has the edge. Here they come, coming into turn 4. Clickenbeard will be your leader for lap number 1. Battle for third between Florio and Bell. Bell running that middle groove, getting a run off the corner. Florio running the bottom down on the tires. As both of them are chasing down Pretty, hoping to make it a 3-car battle for the number 2 spot. Clickenbeard, your leader, checking out from the rest of the pack. Bell down to the bottom of Pretty, looking to take away the number 2 spot. Coming out of turn 2, racing down the back straight there, door to door down the back straightaway, racing down into turn 3. Racing through 3 and 4, it looks like the number 95 of Bell has taken away the number 2 spot. Setting his sights on the number 66 of Clickenbeard for the top spot. Here comes Florio looking to take away the number 3 spot from Pretty. Pretty taking the lone line through 3 and 4, trying to keep that number 3 spot. As they race down into turn 1. Florio on the back bumper of Pretty. While your leader, Clickenbeard, is pulling away from the field. Florio looking top side for the number 3 spot as they race down into turn 1. Clickenbeard, Bell, Pretty, Florio, your top 4. But we have 2 laps to go. Florio looking up top, way up on the cushion through 3 and 4, looking to get a run off the top for that number 3 spot. While your leader gets the 1 lap to go. Clickenbeard checked out, rolling down into turn 3. Gonna Cadillac the car coming out of turn 4. Clickenbeard, your heat race number 2 winner. Followed by Bell in the number 95, Pretty in the 766 and 3rd, the number 21 of Florio. And we are green flag racing coming into turn 4. Watson out to an early lead as they race down into turn 1. Looks like a battle for second coming into turn 2 as they race down the back straightaway. The 3-car battle for second place coming into turn 4 as they race down the front straightaway. Hall and Townsend battling for the number 3 spot, racing down through 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Watson, your leader, slowly pulling away from the field as they come out of turn 4. Followed by Brown, Townsend, and Hall, rounding out your top 4. Townsend slowly catching up on Brown for that number 2 spot as they race out of turn 4. He's inching his way forward to that number 2 spot. The 27T of Watson, your leader, slowly pulling away from the field. As they race down into turn 1. Townsend all over the back bumper of Brown as they race through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Brown looking to take away the number 2 spot. As they race down into turn 3, got a battle for second. Townsend taking away the second number 2 spot. Brown falling back to 3rd. And now Hall looking to make his way up there, taking the number 3 spot away. Meanwhile, your leader, Watson, pulling way ahead, almost a straightaway lead on the number 2 car. As we got 5 down, 5 to go in heat race number 1. White flag out, your leader, Watson, out by a mile. We got a car around in turn 2. As Watson rolls them through 3. As they come out of 4, we have green flag racing once again. Racing down the front straightaway. Watson, your leader, as they race down into turn 1. Hall hoping to take back that number 2 spot as they race down through 3 and 4, and we have white flag, 1 lap to go as Watson leads the field through the front straightaway. Falling in line, coming into turn 2 as they race down the backstretch, down into turn 3. Looks like the number 27T of Watson will be your Bush's Chicken heat race number 1 winner. We are green flag racing, coming into turn 4. LaPlante out to an early lead as they race down into turn 1. Wilkerson already looking to take the top spot away as they race down the back straightaway. Down into turn 3. Highland looking to challenge Wilkerson for that number 2 spot. Looking for a run off of 2. About a car length behind as they race down the back straightaway into turn 3. LaPlante, your leader, slowly pulling away. Got a battle for the number 2 spot with Highland and Wilkerson. Highland on the bottom, Wilkerson up top as they race out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway, Highland taking away the number 2 spot. Looking to chase down LaPlante for the number 1 spot. Racing down the front straightaway into turn 1. LaPlante, Highland, Wilkerson, your top 3. Cook looking to battle Yates for that number 4 spot. Back in the pack, we are 5 down, 5 to go. 8 laps. Okay, 4 down, 4 to go, my bad. Your leader, number 88R of LaPlante, slowly checking out away from the field. Highland putting some room on Wilkerson for the number 2 spot. As they get all spaced out now. We'll have 2 to go. Coming into turn 4, your leader, LaPlante, slowly pulling away from the field. They're all spaced out across the track now. Your leader, the number 88R, down the front straightaway. White flag, 1 lap to go. Followed by Highland and Wilkerson for your top 3. Yates and Cook just now making it across the stripe. LaPlante coming out of turn 4 will be your Smiley's Heat Race number 2 winner. We are green flag racing out of turn 4. We are underway. Spillman looking to make it 3 wide down into turn 1. Wurianga blowing some smoke as he pushes all the way up. As Riley takes the lead down the back straightaway, we are 3 wide racing down into turn 3. Spillman and Riley battling, coming into turn 4 for the top spot. As they race down out of turn 4, they are door to door racing out of turn 1. Spillman, your leader there, 3 wide. Wurianga stopped on the front straightaway. Should be green flag flying this time around. Here comes Riley leading the pack out of turn 4. We are green flag racing. Spillman looking to top for the top spot as we are 3 wide racing through 1 and 2. O'Brien, Riley, Spillman looking for that top spot. 3 wide down the back straightaway, racing down into turn 3. We got a 3-car battle for the top spot. O'Brien, Bisonet, and Spillman as they race down into turn 1. Spillman looking for a run off that top groove as they race out of turn 2. They're single file racing down into turn 3. Husky looking to take away the number 3 spot from Spillman as they race down the front straightaway. Husky will move up to 3rd. Spillman dropping all the way back to 5th. Weston Abbey moving up to 4th. So we got a battle for the number 5 spot. Spillman falling all the way back to 6th. Bisonet wearing out the back bumper of O'Brien through 1 and 2. As they race down the back straightaway into turn 3. O'Brien, Bisonet, Husky, Abbey, and York, your top 5. Weston Abbey making up some ground on Husky for that number 3 spot. On his back bumper down the back straightaway as they race down into turn 3. Coming into turn 4, the 14 of Joe O'Brien, still your leader as they race across the stripe down into turn 1. Here comes Abbey on the back bumper of Husky looking for that number 3 spot. Banging on his door through 3 and 4 as they race out of the corner down the front straightaway. O'Brien slowly checking out from the field. Now here comes Abby on the bottom, coming out of turn 2, racing door to door down the back straightaway, looking for the number 3 spot. Abby running the bottom, Husky that middle groove, looking for a run to keep his spot. As they race down the front straightaway, down the flag stand, we have 1 lap to go. O'Brien, your leader, followed by Bissonette. Abby and Husky duking it out for the number 3 spot. Racing that into turn 3, coming into turn 4. Joe O'Brien in the number 14, your heat race number 1 winner. Followed by the 07 of Bissonette, the number 12 of Abby, the 26 of Husky, and the 00 of York, rounding out your top 5. And here they come out of turn 4. Kevin Fry, Green Flag Racing, as they race down into turn 1. They're door-to-door, nose-to-tail as they race through 1 and 2 for the top spot. Hall still your leader as they race down the back straightaway into turn 3. As they're 3 wide, coming into turn 4 for the top spot, racing down the front straightaway. Nielsen will take the lead as they race down into turn 1. Followed by Trailer, and now a battle for the number 3 spot between Hall and Perlmutter. As they race down into turn 1, coming into turn 2. Nielsen still your leader, followed by Trailer. And Lucas rounding out your top 3. Perlmutter looking to take the number 4 spot away from Hall. All over his back bumper as they race down into turn 1, coming into turn 2. Here comes Perlmutter on the inside, racing down into turn 3, taking away the number 4 spot. Nielsen, still your leader, followed by Trailer and Lucas. And here comes Trailer on the inside, racing down the back straightaway, racing down into turn 3, looking for the top spot. Trailer on the bottom, looking to take that number 1 spot away as we are 5 down, 5 to go. Nielsen, Trailer, Lucas, 1, 2, 3, your 3 leaders as they pull away from the rest of the field. Racing down out of turn 4, Trailer on the back bumper of Nielsen. As they race out of turn 2, Perlmutter and the number 42P catching up with your 3 leaders as they race down through 3 and 4. Lucas looking to make a move on the number 58 of Trailer as they race down through turns 1 and 2, all over his back bumper. Your leader, Nielsen, slowly pulling away from the field. And here they go. We got 2 laps to go this time by. Nielsen, your leader, followed by Trailer and Lucas. Taylor Nielsen taking the white flag in the 17 as they race down into turn 1. Racing down the back straightaway. Nielsen, Trailer, Lucas, 1, 2, 3, and coming into turn 4, Taylor Nielsen in the 17 will be our Bush's Chicken Heat Race number 1 winner. And we are Green Flag Racing coming into turn 4 for Lucas Oil Heat Race number 2 as they race down the front straightaway down into turn 1. Nose to tail banging for that number 3 spot. As they race down through 3 and 4, Hajor is still your leader. As they race out of turn 4, we'll have 1 lap in the books. Moeller looking to close the gap for the lead as they race out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Rolling through 3 and 4, Hajorth putting a gap on the rest of the field. Followed by Moeller in the number 2 spot. And Dunlap in 3rd, rounding out your top 3. Here we go, we got a battle for 4th between Burke and Garcia as they race out of turn 4. Burke setting his sights on the number 3 spot. Racing down through 1 and 2 there, door to door, racing out of turn 2. Coming down the back straightaway, Burke takes away the number 3 spot. Setting his sights on 2nd place. Dunlap falling back to 4th. Meanwhile, your leader checking out from the rest of the field. Jorth spacing him out. Half straightaway lead for him. As here they come out of turn 4. We have 5 down, 5 to go. Way back in the number 4 spot. Garcia looking to make a move on Dunlap. Trying to gain an extra spot for that A main. As they race down into turn 2. Garcia throwing it in hard, pushing way up, coming out of 2. Losing a whole lot of ground. As McDade makes up some ground, and we got 1 car up in the top of 3 and 4. Looking green flag between these 2 cones. We are racing green flag action once again as they race down the front straightaway. Moeller looking for that top spot, coming out of 2 on the back bumper of Jorth. Garcia challenging Burke as they race down into turn 3, looking for that number 3 spot. Coming out of turn 4, we have 2 laps to go as they race down into turn 1. Jorth still your leader. Garcia wearing out the bumper of Burke as they race through 1 and 2. Now down the back straightaway, rolling into 3. Burke making up some ground on Moeller for that number 2 spot. As we have 1 lap to go here as they race down into turn 1. Jorth your leader as they race single file down the back straightaway. Burke has 2 more corners, hoping for a bobble to take 2nd place away. But Kevin Fry, your flagman, checker flag waving. Jorth, your race leader, followed by the 88 of Moeller and the 63 of Burke. 4. And starting the field through 3 and 4, coming across the stripe, we are green flag racing. Davidson got a little good jump out to an early lead. Here comes Corbin looking to challenge him for the top spot. We got a battle for the number 2 spot with Corbin and Randall. Here comes the 1K of Batterby looking to join the mix as they race down the back straightaway through 3 and 4. Coming into turn 4 now, Davidson still your leader, followed by Corbin, Randall, Batterby, and Gronewald. Batterby looking to challenge him for that number 3 spot as they race down into turn 3. Coming into turn 4, looking to challenge Randall for that number 3 spot. Racing down through 1 and 2. Batterby losing a little bit of ground. It looks to make up for it, racing down into turn 3, coming out of turn 4. Davidson, Corbin, Randall, your top 3. And here comes Batterby on the bottom, racing into turn 1. As he just misses it as they race down the back straightaway. They will go back nose to tail, racing into turn 3. We are 5 down, 5 to go. And your hyper racing heat race number 3. Davidson racing down the back straightaway, your leader, opening up a half straightaway lead. Davidson, Corbin, Randall, Batterby, and Gronewald rounding out your top 5. Your leader, Davidson, now almost making it a straightaway lead on 2nd place as Randall is slowly running down Corbin for that number 2 spot as they race down into turn 1, coming into 2, racing down the back straightaway. Corbin looking to make up some ground, but here comes your leader, Davidson, out of 4, looking 2 laps to go. Randall now a couple car lengths behind. Corbin looking to take away that number 2 spot as they race down the back straightaway. But we'll have 1 lap to go as your leader takes the white flag. Now here comes Randall taking away the number 2 spot from Corbin out of turn 4. Corbin falling back to 3rd. Davidson now with a straightaway lead as he races down into turn 3. Coming out of turn 4, the 2D of Davidson will be your hyper racing heat race number 3 winner, followed by the number 9 of Randall, the 29. of Corbin and the 1K of Batterby. Walling starting him at a turn 4. We are green flag racing down the front straightaway as they race down into turn 1. Walling with about a 5-car length lead already as they race out of turn 2. Buford moves up to second. Now we have a battle for 4th. Duking it out, coming into turn 4 as they get all settled in line. 2K of Kelly following all the way back, while the 29W of Walling opening up a huge lead early on. Walling, Buford, and Ferguson, your top 3 as they race down through turns 1 and 2. Walling in that 29W with a half straightaway lead already in this race. Comes the number 88 of LaPlante looking to challenge Batterby for that number 4 spot as they race down the front back straightaway. Racing down into turn 3, LaPlante looking to take away the number 4 spot. Off the top groove, now looking bottom side. Batterby pulls ahead. Walling, Buford, Ferguson, your top 3. As we are halfway home, we have 4 down, 4 to go. Wallaby, Buford, Ferguson, LaPlante, and Batterby rounding out your top 5 here. LaPlante looking to take away the number 3 spot, challenging Ferguson as they race down the front straightaway all over his back bumper, racing down into turn 1. LaPlante looking topside, racing down the back straightaway there, door to door, racing down into turn 3. LaPlante up top, Ferguson on the bottom, hoping for a run off of turn 4. Ferguson holding him off for the number 3 spot as they race down into turn 1. Ferguson looking to cross him up as he looks for the bottom, coming into turn 2. Down the back straightaway, LaPlante taking away the number 3 spot. As they race down out of turn 4, LaPlante holding him off for the number 3 spot. Ferguson falling back to 4th. And we have 2 laps to go. As your leader, Walling, with about a straightaway lead, taking the white flag, 1 lap to go. Followed by the 01 of Ferguson and the 88 of LaPlante. Wallem Cadillacing through the corner, coming out of turn 4. And that 29W, he will be your Day Motorsports Heat Race number 4 winner, followed by the 01 of Buford. The pack rolling into turn 3. We got lights out. And we are green flag factory stock racing. Abby out with a good start. We got Abby, Bailey for your top 3. A battle for the number 4 spot. Now going 3 wide, racing into turn 3 for the number 3 spot. Bailey Brizard coming out of turn 3. Brizard taking away the number 3 spot. Abby out to an early lead, pulling away. About a 5-car length lead over second. Brizard looking to take away that number 2 spot. Coming out of turn 4, looking to the bottom, racing down the front straightaway. Racing down into turn 1, Bailey pushing a little bit, coming out of 2. Here comes Brizard, knocking on his door, looking to take that number 2 spot away. Bonham not far behind him, 4th. We got 1 car around, yellow flag is out. And here they go, Abby started them in the middle of 3, coming into turn 4. We are green flag racing once again. Battle for 3rd, Bonham and Bailey. As they race through 1 and 2, Bonham on the bottom, Bailey up top. We got the other Bailey around in 1 and 2, Bonham moving up to 3, Bailey falling back to 4th. Abby still your leader as they race out of turn 4 across the stripe. Abby, Brizard, Bonham, Bailey, your top 4. Racing down the back straightaway, Bailing looking to take away that number 3 spot from Bonham as they race down into turn 3. Got a little bumper on him now, coming into turn 4. Looking to gain a little ground. Abby slowly pulling away from the field. Brizard following in suit. As they race down the back straightaway, they will have 2 laps to go this time around out of turn 4. Weston Abbey, still your leader, followed by the 51 of Brizard, the 66 of Bonham, then the 96 of Bailey, and the 25 of Beard. Oh, Bailey. A lot of smoke up at the top of 1 and 2. Looks like something let go on his car. Oh, waiting a little longer. They're getting antsy behind them. And here goes Abby. We are green flag racing once again. Abby racing down the front straightaway, getting a huge jump into turn 1. Beard all over Bonham for that number 3 spot. As Abby's got a 3-car length lead racing down into turn 3. Beard all over the back bumper of Bonham as they race across the stripe. We'll have 2 to go. Should be looking white flag next time around. Oh, we got Bailey around once again. See if she can keep it going in 1 and 2. Well, here comes your leader, Weston Abbey, out of turn 4. We have 2 laps to go. Here they come racing down the back straightaway. Weston, Brizard, Bonham, Beard. We have 1 lap to go. Abby, your leader, followed by Brizard, Bonham, and Beard. As Abby's got a comfortable half straightaway lead as he rolls down into turn 3. Looking to Cadillac it through the corner. Your heat race factory stock winner, Weston Abbey, followed by Brizard, Bonham, and Beard. Your leader, Shane Pretty, starting him off, and we are green flag racing down the front straightaway. Door to door, Wallem looking to take away the number 2 spot from Shelby. Then we got 1 car around coming into turn 2, the number 11 of Burgess. We'll stay green flag racing. Wallem looking to take away the number 2 spot of Baker as they race down the front straightaway into turn 1. Wallem running the bottom, Baker up top. If both of them get sideways, Baker almost around and Herring around in 1 and 2. Well, we'll stay green. Pretty your leader, followed by Wallem and Baker, your top 3. As Herring and Burgess were both around early in the first 2 laps in 1 and 2. Pretty off to a half straightaway lead already. Baker looking to make up her ground, chasing down Wallem for that number 2 spot. As Shane Pretty checks out from the field. Here comes Mill Irons, the number 21, and the number 29 looking to sneak up on Baker for that number 3 spot. They now have 4 down, 4 to go. We are halfway home in the heat race number 2. Shane Pretty, your leader, racing down into turn 3 with a half straightaway lead as the field is spacing out. Pretty, Wallem, Baker, Mill Irons, and Herring, your top 5. As the number 77X rolls around, we have 2 laps to go this time by. Mill Irons still making up some ground on Baker, slowly but surely. Looking for that number 3 spot. Racing out of turn 4, Pretty your leader. 1 lap to go. Followed by Wallem in second. Here comes Mill Irons looking to take away the number 3 spot of Baker as they race down the front straightaway. They'll have 4 more corners to make a move, but here comes your leader out of turn 4, the number 77X of Shane Pretty. Your factory stock heat race number 2 winner, followed by the number 26 of Grant Wallem. Number 818, we are green flag underway. Bisonet, your leader, as they race down the front straightaway. Oh, Spadaro getting helped around in 1 and 2. And here we are, green flag racing once again for your heat race number 3. Bisonet leading the field past the stripe as they race down into turn 1. Dumas all over his back bumper, giving him a little shove, coming into turn 2. Oh, we got Spadaro real squarely coming into turn 2, making contact. Here we got a battle for the number 2 spot, Mirasak and Dumas. Coming out of turn, Mirasak on the bottom, Dumas up top as they battle for the number 2 spot. Racing down into turn 1, Mirasak on the bottom, Dumas up top. Bisonet just out in front as they race down the back straightaway. As we have Spadaro around out in turn 2, he makes a little bit of contact. He will set. Spadaro tagging the back of the pack now, lights out. We got green flag racing for the 3rd time in heat number 3 as they come out of turn 4 down the front straightaway. Dumas wearing out the back bumper of Bisonet as they race down through 1 and 2 out of turn 2. Here comes Mirasak on the bottom, racing down the back straightaway for the number 2 spot. Here we are door-to-door racing for the number 4 spot. We have Hooper and Holder racing for the number 4 spot. Bisonet still your leader, Mirasak in 2nd, Dumas in 3rd as they race single file out of turn number 2. And Spadaro around once again in the middle of 1 and 2, but he will keep it going. We are green flag flying. Mirasak looking to the bottom of Bisonet, down the front straightaway. Slams the door on him as they race down into turn 1. Bisonet, Mirasak, Dumas, your top 3 as they check out from the rest of the field as they race down into turn 3 out of turn 4. Here comes Mirasak on the bottom, banging on the door. Bisonet looking for that top spot. Here comes Mirasak with a run off the bottom, all over the back bumper, down the back straightaway. Here they come out of turn 4. We have 4 down and 4 to go. Here comes Mirasak checking the bottom, rolling into turn 1. Banging on the door, Bisonet, he is all over the back of that 818 machine. As they race down into turn 3, out of turn 4, here comes Mirasak on the bottom. Once again, just coming up shy, can't get enough of a run off the bottom of the track. Dumas getting a run off the top. Now here comes Mirasak off the bottom, door to door for the lead, racing down into turn 3. Bisonet up top, Mirasak banging the bottom. Coming into turn 4, we have 2 laps to go as they're door to door down the front straightaway. Dumas all over the back bumper of Mirasak. Now here they go, door to door down the back straightaway, battle for the lead. Mirasak and Bisonet racing down into turn 3. Here they come, racing through 3 out of 4. We have 1 lap to go, white flag flying. Door to door down, racing down the front straightaway into turn 1. Mirasak in the 45 on the bottom, 818 up top, looking to keep the lead as they race down the back straightaway. Bisonet with a run off the top as they race down into turn 3. Mirasak looking for a run down off the bottom. And here they come, door to door down the front straightaway. It's going to be Bisonet, your heat race number 3 winner. 4. We are green flag flying already. Gober out to an early jump. No one was ready. Here comes Hunter. Now here comes Bragg on the bottom racing. A huge run down the back straightaway looking for the number 2 spot. Racing through 3 and 4. Gober, your leader, followed by Hunter. Bragg on the bottom looking to take away the number 2 spot. As Peter DeGroat is around but keeps it going out in turn 4. Here comes Tyler Bragg taking away that number 2 spot, racing down the back straightaway into turn 3. Gober out to a half straightaway lead early on. Now here comes Chris Bragg. See those brake rotors glowing, hard on the brakes, racing through 1 and 2 in that number 2 spot. Now we got the 27 of Twardesky around in 1 and 2, and we have green flag, yellow flag, yellow flag. And here we go, racing through 3 and 4, green flag racing once again for your IMCA Modifieds. Gober racing the field down into turn 1. Now here comes Chris Bragg on his back bumper, followed by Hunter. Your top 3 as they race down the back straightaway, down into turn 3. Hunter on the back bumper of Bragg, coming out of turn 4. Gober still your leader. DeGroat way up, coming out of turn 4, losing the number 4 spot, falling back to 5th. Twardesky moving up to 4th. out racing into turn 1. Gober, Bragg, Hunter, your top 3. Your race leaders, and now we have 5 down and 5 to go with your ISDA modified. Gober and Bragg checking out from the rest of the field. As Twardesky now sets his sights on Hunter in the 52 for the number 3 spot. As Hunter gets a little squirrely coming out of turn 4, Twardesky making up a little ground. Gober slowly checking out from Bragg falling back. Here we have 2 to go as they come out of turn 4. Twardesky all over the back bumper of Hunter as they come out of turn 4 looking for the number 3 spot. Here goes your leader racing down the back straightaway into turn 3 coming out of 4. Gober, your leader, looking white flag, 1 left to go, followed by the number 24 T of Chris Bragg. Hunter, Twardesky, into Grote, your top 5. Gober with the straightaway lead as he rolls through 3 to 4, checker flag waving. Number 52 of Gober, your heat race winner. Hogan starting him off. Coming out of turn 4, we are green flag racing. Hogan slow to start as they all race around him, racing down into turn 1. Kelly, your leader. White looking to the bottom as they race down the back straightaway, door to door, racing down into turn 3 for the top spot. Lights out. Kelly rolling them into 3. Coming out of 4, we are green flag racing once again with your street stock action. Here comes White up top, looking to take away the lead from Kelly as they roll through 1 and 2. Racing down the back straightaway. Here comes Ricky Braddock on the bottom down the back straightaway, looking to make it a 3-car battle for that top spot. Rolling out of turn 4, Braddock looking to take the number 2 spot away from White as they race down the front straightaway into turn 1. White slamming the door on them as they race into turn 1. We have 3 wide racing for the top spot out of turn 2. Kelly, White, Braddock racing down into turn 3 for the number 1 spot. White on the bottom. We got a car around in 1 and 2, but we are still green flag flying. White, your new leader, coming out of turn 4. White, Braddock, Kelly falling back to 3rd. Your top 3. Racing now through 1 and 2. Here comes Braddock on the bottom. White way up out of turn 2, losing the top spot. Back door to door, racing down into turn 3. Braddock on the bottom, White up top, fighting for the top spot as they come out of turn 4. Roaring down the front straightaway, Ricky Braddock will be your new leader. White all over his back bumper. Little loose again, losing some ground as they come out of 2. Kelly hard into 3, making up some ground on White, trying to get back into that number 2 spot. And here we go. I believe we have 4 down, 4 to go for your street stock heat race. Braddock, White, Kelly, and Stevens, your top 4. But your 3 leaders have checked out from the rest of the pack. Here comes Ricky Braddock out of turn 4, putting about 4 car lengths distance on White for that number 2 spot. Got a little action going on now in the back of the pack. Jones, Garcia, and Lingo duking it out for, I believe, the number 6 spot. Garcia making a move for 7th, and now Garcia down the back straightaway, moving into 6th, down into turn 3. Now back into turn 1 and 2. We got a battle for 4th between Stevens and Williams as they race down the back straightaway. But here comes your leader out of 4, Braddock taking the white flag, followed by White, Kelly, Stevens, and Williams, your top 5. Kelly all over the back bumper of White as they come out of 2, racing down the back straightaway. Your leader, Ricky Braddock, in some lap traffic. Racing into turn 3. Kelly will have 1 more spot for that number 2 spot. But here comes number 56 of Ricky Braddock, your heat race winner, followed by the 68 of White. Shedding your leader, starting them off out of turn 4. We are green flag racing as they race 3 wide down into turn 1 for the number 3 spot. A little bit of beating and banging. Shedding out to an early lead. Dottie and Thiel. Right behind him, we got one car around, almost contact in the middle of 3 and 4. He will keep it going as he pours through the infield. Here comes Dottie, looking to take the top spot away from Shedden as they race down the back straightaway. Roaring down into turn 3, Dottie all over the back bumper of Shedden through 3 and 4. Racing out of turn 4, Shedden will remain your leader, but Dottie racing up to his door as they race down into turn 1. Closing the door on him as they reach turn 1. Now here comes Dottie, bump and run off the corner. Little contact, wiggles, and falls back to third. Thiel now up to second place as they are door to door. Dottie and Thiel racing for the number 2 spot. So yeah. Now coming into turn 4, we are green flag racing once again. Patterson now looking to challenge Shedden for the top spot as they are nose to tail, bumper to bumper. Coming into turn 2, roaring down the back straightaway. Patterson all over the back of Shedden as they roll through 3 and 4. He's still looking for that top spot, banging on every door, every corner as they race down into turn 1. Dottie looking for the high line to get a run off the corner. Maybe take away the second and top spot. Racing down the back straightaway. Patterson all over the back of Shedden. Now here comes Dottie up on the top groove, looking to take away the number 2 spot down the front straightaway. Racing down into turn 1. Dottie on the top side, getting a run off the top, but not enough. Now 3-car battle for the lead. Here comes Dottie off of turn 4, running the high side. He'll have a run off the top groove. Dottie, your new leader. Shedden on the bottom, falls back to second. Patterson in third. Shedden back to another lead. Patterson looking to pass Dottie down the back straightaway, racing down into turn 3. Here they come out of turn 4. Dottie up top once again. Door to door racing down the front straightaway. They have 2 laps to go. Dottie, your leader. Shedden found something on the bottom of 1 and 2. They can't touch him, but Dottie is off the charts fast out of 3 and 4, running that top groove. As they come out of 3 and 4, Shedden, your leader, protecting the top, keeping Dottie behind him. We have 1 lap to go. We got a 3-car battle for the lead. And here comes Patterson making a move off the bottom of turn 2 for the race lead. Patterson, your new leader, as they race down into turn 3. Dottie all over the back of Shedden, hoping to take away that number 2 spot, but out of turn 4 is the number 32 of Patterson, your heat race number 1 winner. And heat race number 2 is underway tonight as they roar down the front straightaway. Racing through 1 and 2, we got 3 wide coming into turn 2. Villanueva moving all the way up to second on that start. We got door-to-door action battling for the number 4 spot. And we got 1 car around coming into turn 4. See if he can keep it going. He gets it back up and going again. Now we got a battle for second place. Looks like Villanueva and Miller from up here. They're all spacing out, single file down the straightaway. Spreen, your new leader as they race down into turn 1. Villanueva in third, Holtman in fourth. Here we go now. 4 down and 4 to go. Halfway home for heat race number 2. Holtman and Miller with a battle for 4th place. Racing down into turn 1. Coming out of 2. Here comes Miller on the bottom. Holtman up top with a run off that top groove as they race down into turn 3 for the number 4 spot. Coming out of 4, Miller looking to the bottom down the front straightaway, looking to take that number 4 spot away. Holtman closing the door on him through 1 and 2. Here comes your later Spreen. 2 laps to go, white flag next time around. Spring, your race leader, racing through 3, coming out of 4. We are white flag flying. 1 lap to go. Mayfield in second, Villanueva, Miller, and Holtman, your top 5. But here comes your leader in the 49S, Dylan Spring, your heat race number 2 winner. Looking green flag racing. Finally, heat number 3 is underway as they race down into turn 1. Stoy off to an early jump. Patterson in seconds there, 3 wide out of 2. Here comes Spring down the back straightaway, rocking it all the way up to 4th place. We got Patterson and Patterson duking it out for the number 2 spot as they race down the front straightaway. Stoy, your leader. Patterson, Spring, your top 4. Stoy, a huge lead already in these first 2 laps. But here comes Spring, closing the field on the 42P of Blake Patterson for the number 3 spot. Spring looking high side, looking to get a run off the top groove, and there goes Spring around in the middle of 1 and 2. He will be missed, and then another one around to 1 and 2. But they will both keep going. Green flag flying. We are still racing. Stoy, still your leader. Jeff Patterson running them down in that number 2 spot, followed by Patterson and Mayfield. Spring still in your number 5 spot, rounding out your top 5. Patterson inching his way up to Stoy for that top spot as they have 4 down and 4 to go here. Oh, we got another car around in 1 and 2. But Dottie will kick it back around and we will keep going as he pulls into the infield. We are still green flag racing. Stoy way up through 3 and 4. Here comes Patterson on the bottom, looking to take away the lead out of turn 4. Patterson, your new leader, across the stripe. And they race down into turn 1. Patterson up top, Stoy on bottom. Patterson keeping the lead. Now a battle for 4th between Spring and Mayfield. Spring on the bottom, Mayfield up top. Looking to take 4th place back as they come out of turn 2. Now coming out of turn 4, your 2 leaders, Patterson and Stoy. 2 laps to go. As they pass some lap traffic, Patterson now putting some distance on Stoy. The 2 have a straightaway lead on the 3rd place car. Now coming out of turn 4, here comes Patterson. White flag, 1 to go. Followed by the number 20 of Stoy. Then the 42P of Patterson, the 80 of Spring, and the 9M of Mayfield, your top 5. Your leader, Jeff Patterson, the 27P, racing down the back straightaway into 3. Coming out of 4, your Lone Star Dwarf Car Heat Race number 3 winner, the number 27P of Jeff Patterson. Armstrong all over the back of him already. And here we go, heat race number 4 underway. We are green flag racing. And 3 wide into turn 1 for the lead. Already the number 71 of Pregi not playing around as he is door-to-door with Segura down the back straightaway for the top spot. Now here comes Armstrong taking away the number 2 spot from Segura as they race through 3 and 4. Pregi, your leader. Armstrong, Segura, Davis. Davis now looking to the inside of Segura through 1 and 2, looking for the number 3 spot. Davis moving up to 3rd. Segura back to 4th. Pregi, Armstrong, Davis, your 3 leaders. Looks like we got a possible battle for 4th about to go down between Segura and Hammonds. Oh, we got 1 car around in 1 and 2, but he'll keep it moving. We're still green flag racing. Pregi slowly stretching it out. Dodd slowly catching up to Segura, hoping to take away that number 4 spot. And Dodd losing a lot of momentum in the middle of 1 and 2. Now battling for the 5th spot, trying not to fall back. And we are halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. Armstrong, your new leader, racing down into turn 1. Dodd and Hannah duking it out for that number 5 spot through 1 and 2. Hannah up top. Hannah way up out of 2. Falling back to 5th. Now we have Pregi duking it out with Armstrong for that top spot. We have 2 cars around in 1 and 2. Lights out, rolling into turn 3. And we are green flag racing in the middle, 3 and 4. Pre-Gene with a great start, catching them napping as they race down into turn 1. Armstrong looking to the bottom of Pre-Gene in the middle of 1 and 2 as they race down the back straightaway. Roaring down into turn 3. Dodd all over the back of Davis looking for the number 3 spot as your leaders coming out of turn 4. Pre-Gene, Armstrong, Davis, and Dodd, your top 4. As they all begin to space out, Dodd way up, coming out of turn 2. Hammonds making up some ground, looking for that number 4 spot. Hoping to get a better start in the B main. But Pre-Gene slowly but surely inching away from the rest of the pack. But your 3 leaders have checked out. Now Pre-Gene with about an 8-car length lead. Now here comes your leader out of turn 4. We have 2 laps to go. Pre-Gene, Armstrong, Davis, your 3 leaders running away from the pack. We have a yellow out. And we are green flag racing for heat race number 4. Once again, Pre-Gene with a great jump racing down into turn 1. Roaring down through 1 and 2. Hammonds looking to take that final transfer spot away from Davis. As they race down into turn 3, we'll have 2 laps to go. Pre-Gene inching away from the field. Hammonds looking to make his way up to 3rd, get that last transfer spot for the A main. Roaring down the back straightaway as they fall in single file. Coming out of turn 4, white flag, 1 to go across the stripe. Pre-Gene, Armstrong, Davis, Hammonds. Your top 4. Hammonds will have 2 more corners to take that transfer spot away. Meanwhile, your leader Pre-Gene checking out from the field. Checker flags flying. Coming out of turn 4, your heat race number 4 winner, the 71 of Pre-Gene, followed by the 01 of Armstrong and the 81 of Davis. And here we go, Sport Compact A feature underway. We're green flag racing. Door to door, bumper to bumper, down into turn 3. Sop looking to take the top spot, coming out of turn 2. And we are 3 wide, way back in the back out of turn 2. Bill Hall still your leader. Door to door, bumper to bumper as they race down into turn 3. Coming into turn 4, we got Rick Sop up top looking to take the lead away from Hall as they race down the front straightaway, down into turn 1. Rick Sop way up into the berm up top. Now here comes Bajent and Wizenette, 3 wide, 4 wide out of turn 2, racing down the back straightaway. 4 wide for the number 5 spot as they race down into turn 1. Hall, Bajent, Wizenette, Dees and Newberry, your top 6 as they are door to door racing down the front straightaway. Hall still your leader. Bajent looking to cross them up through 1 and 2. Door to door out of turn 2. Bajent your new leader. Single file, door to door, rolling down the back straightaway, racing into turn 3. Wizenette looking to take the number 2 spot away, and 4 cars up and together. Newberry up into the wall. And we are green flag racing down the back straightaway. Looking to go 3 wide through 3 and 4 for the lead. Coming into turn 4. Wifton and Hall door to door down the front straightaway into turn 1. Wizenette coming out, your leader. Dakota Dees right behind in second as they race down the back straightaway. Here comes Bill Hall looking to take back the number 2 spot as he races down into turn 3. Hall hooking that bottom line. Dees up top, looking to fight for second place. Coming into turn 4, they touch. Wizenette, Dees, Hall, Bajent, your top 4. A 3-car battle for the number 5 spot right behind them. Watson, Wizenette, and Clifton. Wizenette way up out of turn 2. Now we got a 2-car battle for the number 3 spot. Bill Hall in the 4 and Brian Bajent in the 45. Hall way up and almost into the wall. Bajent down under him, taking the number 3 spot away. Watson and Clifton duking it out for the number 5 spot as they race through 1 and 2. Bill Hall up and over the berm out of 2. Coming back down on the track, he falls back to 6th place, almost up and over. Dakota Dees coming into turn 4, all over the back of Wizenette looking for that top spot. Battle for 4th, Clifton and Howard going at it. Watson and Clifton duking it out, coming out of turn 4. We have 3 wide coming out of turn 2 for the number 6 spot. And here we got a lead change coming out of turn 4. Your leader, Dakota Dees. Wizenette in second, Bajent third, Clifton fourth, Watson in 5th. Dakota Dees still your leader. Now Wizenette back to the bottom, down the back straightaway, racing down into turn 3. Bajent slowly gaining, hoping to join the Mick. Wizenette hoping to keep the lead off of 4. We are halfway home, 8 down, 7 to go. Watson in 4th, Clifton 5th. Here comes Julia Childs up to 6th place. Wizenette, your leader. Now here comes Bizenette knocking on the door of Dees, looking for the number 2 spot. Dees up top, Wizenette on the bottom. Now here comes lap traffic. As they come down, first straightaway, racing past the flag stand into turn 1. Dees, your leader. Here comes Bajent on the bottom off of 2, taking away the number 2 spot, racing door to door for the top spot. All right, gets caught up behind a lap car and falls back to 3rd. Dakota Dees, your leader, followed by Wizenette, Bajent, Clifton, and Watson. Here we go, door to door down the front straightaway, down into turn 1 for the number 2 spot. We got Bajent and Wizenette door to door duking it out. Racing out of turn 2, Bajent's going to take 2nd place. But back and forth, we have a 3-car battle between Clifton, Watson, and Childs. Clifton coming back from 12th all the way up to 4th. Now setting his sights on Wizenette up in 3rd place. Got a battle for 5th between Watson and Childs. Watson all over the back. Childs all over the back bumper of Watson. Now back to a 3-car battle for the number 4 spot. Dakota Dees, your leader, slowly pulling away, but here comes Bajent on the bottom, looking to fight him for the top spot. Wizenette slowly fading, and here comes Clifton in 4th and Watson in 5th. Toller makes his way back up to 6th place, passing Julia Childs. Here comes Bajent on the bottom, Dees up top. Who will keep the lead as they come across the stripe? 2 laps to go. Racing down into turn 1. Dees, your leader, followed by Bajent, Wizenette. We got a yellow flag. Dees rolling the field, lights out, and we are green flag racing down the back straightaway. Dees leading the field through 3 out of 4. And we are back, Sport Compact racing. We got a battle for 2nd. We got Bajent up top, Wizenette on the bottom. Here comes Harold Clifton looking to join the mix in the number 4 spot. Dakota Dees taking off from the rest of the field. Watson and Clifton duking it out for the number 4 spot. Now they go almost 3 wide, coming out of 4, racing down the front straightaway. We got 2 laps to go. Oh, we got contact in 1 and 2. 2 of them sideways. Both of them keep it going. Harold Clifton and Watson. Julia Childs loses 2 spots. But here comes your leader, Dakota Dees, in that number 14. Coming into turn 2, we got white flag, 1 lap to go. Racing down the front straightaway. Dees, Bajent, Wizenette, Clifton, and Watson rolling down into turn 1. Here comes Clifton down the back straightaway on the back bumper of Wizenette as they race down into turn 3. But here comes your leader, Dakota Dees, out of turn 4, checkered flag waving. Number 14 of Dakota Dees, the 45 of Bajent, Wizenette, Clifton, and Watson, your top 5. And we are Southern Sport Mod racing down the front straightaway. Door to door, beating and banging, nose to tail, racing down into turn 1. Wade making a move on the bottom all the way up to 2nd, roaring down the back straightaway. We got a 3-car battle up for 3rd place. As they come out of turn 4, Frazier, your leader. Racing through 1, down into 2. Frazier, Hayden, and Clickenbeard, your top 3 as they race down the back straightaway. Florio and Purdy duking it out for the number 4 spot, but here comes Bragg and Ronnie Bell. Single file down the straightaway, spreading out through the corner. Purdy on the inside of Florio, looking to take away the number 4 spot as they race down the back straightaway into turn 3. Florio running that high line, pretty banging the bottom as they come out of turn 4. And Chris Bragg getting helped around, coming out of turn 4, but we stay green flag racing. Now we got a battle for 5th. Taylor Florio and Ronnie Bell as they race down the back straightaway deep into turn 3. Ronnie Bell running the high line. Taylor Florio on the bottom. Bell looking for a run off the top to take away that number 5 spot. Fraser, your leader, slowly pulling away. Now we have a battle for 2nd between Hayden Wyatt and Clickenbeard. Wade and Clickenbeard door-to-door racing through turns 3 and 4. Wade on the bottom, Clickenbeard up top, looking to take away the number 2 spot. Racing down into turn 1, your leader, Frazier, coming up on some lap traffic. Frazier, Wade, Clickenbeard, Florio, and Florio, your top 5. Battle for 5th between Florio, Pretty. Here comes Bell looking to join the mix. That lap car slowing up. Clickenbeard, he's losing ground, but here we got a battle for 6th between Bell and Pretty. Here comes Devin Burgess back in 8th, hoping to join the mix. Clickenbeard all the way back up to the back into Wade, hoping to take away that number 2 spot. Racing down into turn 3, your leader with about a 5-car length lead. And here they come across the stripe. We are halfway home. 8 down, 7 to go. Frazier, Wade, Clickenbeard, Florio, and Florio, your top 5. We have Florio and Florio, father and daughter, duking it out for the number 4 spot. Father up top, daughter on the bottom. Bumper to bumper, coming out of 4, racing down the front straightaway. We got a fight back for 7th place with Pretty and Burgess. Burgess all over the back of Shane Pretty, looking to get that number 6 spot. Back up in 4th, here comes Taylor Florio on the bottom of her dad, looking to take away the number 4 spot. Your leader, the 66X of Frazier, checking out from the field. Now here we go, 5 to go this time around. Frazier, Wade, Clickenbeard, your top 3. Florio and Florio duking it out for 4th. Daughter on the bottom, dad up top. Here comes Ronnie Bell Jr., finally making it up to 6, hoping to work his way up. Shane Pretty going through the infield, down on 2. And here comes your leader on some more lap traffic. Let's see if Wade and Clickenbeard can make the most of it and get up on his bumper. Frazier racing through 3, coming out of 4. We have 2 laps to go. A little contact with the number 3 spot with the lap car. Here comes Taylor Florio in the 21T, closing the gap on the number 3 spot. She'll have 4 more corners after she comes out of 4, but here comes your leader, Frazier, coming out of turn 4. We got 1 to go. Racing down into turn 1, coming out of 2. Frazier, Wade, Clickenbeard, your 3 leaders running away with the race. And here comes a 66X coming out of turn 4, the checker flag waving. Frazier, your Southern Sport Mod winner, followed by the 8W Wade, the 66 of Clickenbeard, the 21T of Taylor Florio. And our D1 Midwest A feature is underway. Highland out to an early lead. Racing down the back straightaway, door to door down the back straightaway, racing down into turn 3, a 3-car battle for the number 4 spot. Little contact in the middle of 3 and 4, they keep her going. Highland still your leader. Nose to tail, some contact in the middle of 1 and 2, getting hooked up. Now they are door to door, racing down the back straightaway, a 3-car battle for the number 4 spot. Coming out of turn 4 there, door to door, little touch coming out of 4. Wilkerson looking to make a move for the number 4 spot on the number 6 of Townsend. Here comes Hall looking to join the mix for a 3-car battle for the number 4 spot. Racing down the front straightaway down into turn 1. Your leader in the number 5 of Highland checking out from the rest of the field. Townsend moves up to 4th. Racing down into turn 3. Wilkerson and Hall door to door battling for the number 5 spot. As they race down the front straightaway down into turn 1. Number 88 of LaPlante in second. Last time they were in Stephenville, LaPlante took the A feature win home. Looking to catch up some ground on Highland before he checks out from the rest of the field. Hall and Wilkerson duking it out for the number 5 spot. Going through 3 and 4, coming out of turn 4. Here comes Wilkerson right on the tail of Hall. Highland and LaPlante, your 2 leaders, checking out from the rest of the field. And here we have halfway home, 10 down, 10 to go. Highland, LaPlante, Yates, Townsend, your top 4. Wilkerson and Hall still nose to tail, battling for the number 5 spot. Now here comes LaPlante up on lap traffic. Here comes Yates, making up on the ground, and got a car around in 1 and 2. And here we go. We are back. Green flag racing with this D1 Midwest A feature. LaPlante all over the back of Highland, coming down turn 2 as they race down the back straightaway. Got a battle for 4th between Townsend and Hall as they race down into turn 3. Highland, LaPlante, Watson, still your top 3. Wilkerson looking to chase down Hall for the number 4 spot. Stevenson falling all the way back. Townsend falling back. Now in a battle for the number 6 spot. Highland, your leader, slowly pulling away. LaPlante only has a few more laps. Make it back-to-back trips to victory lane in 281 Speedway. We got 5 laps to go. Highland, LaPlante, Watson, Hall, Wilkerson, your top 5. Look like a battle for 4th between Hall and Wilkerson, racing down the back straightaway, door to door into turn 3. Hall on the bottom. Wilkerson coming out with the number 4 spot. Hall following right behind. Highland and LaPlante checking out from the rest of the field as they lead the line out of turn 4 across the stripe. 3 to go. Highland, LaPlante, Watson, Wilkerson, and Hall, your top 5. Now here comes your leader out of turn 4. We have 2 laps to go. LaPlante's got 8 more corners to take the top spot as they race nose to tail down the back straightaway, racing into turn 3. Will LaPlante have anything for Highland in this last lap? Coming out of turn 4, we have white flag waving, 1 lap to go. Highland hugging the bottom. LaPlante coming out of 2, following in suit, looking for any kind of mistake. Now we got a battle for 3rd. Wilkerson making a pass for 3rd, coming out of turn 2, racing down into turn 3. But your winner will be the number 5 of Highland. And we are Dwarf Car racing once again. Thiel and Spreen door to door, racing down into turn 1. Spreen takes the early lead, but here comes Thiel off the bottom with a huge run off the bottom of the track. Now here they go, door to door down the back straightaway. Here comes Armstrong looking to make it a 3-car battle for the top spot. Coming out of 4th, Thiel, your first lap leader, followed by Spreen, Armstrong, Mayfield, and Hull, your top 5. Spreen looking to the bottom of Thiel, coming out of 2, and they are door to door down the back straightaway. Spreen has the edge, racing down into turn 3. Spreen, your leader now, coming out of turn 4. Thiel just behind, Armstrong in 3rd, Mayfield 4th, Hull in 5th. As they race single file down through 1 and 2. Roaring down the back straightaway. Spreen hoping to extend his lead from Thiel. Now here comes Mayfield and Hull, a battle for 4th place. Mayfield on the bottom, Hull up top. And they race down the front straightaway. Your leader, Spreen, roaring down the back straightaway, about a 5-car length lead as they race down into turn 3. Here comes Armstrong right on the back of Thiel, banging on his door, looking for that number 2 spot, coming out of 4. Spreen running the shortest way around the track, hugging the bottom of the tires. Slowly but surely opening a gap on the rest of the pack. Armstrong closing the gap on 2nd place. But here comes Hull just behind Armstrong, looking to take that number 3 spot away any lap now. We got 1 around and 1 and 2. We are still green flag racing. Those J.R. Doughty pulling through the infield. We are still racing as now they're going through lap traffic. Mayfield falling way back there. Just now coming out of 4, your leader going into 1. Spreen inching away. Followed by Thiel, Armstrong, and Hull, your top 4, your 4 race leaders. Looks like we got a battle way back in the pack, just in front of the leaders. Simsick and Carroll looking to duke it out for, I believe, the number 9 spot, number 8 spot, as they race through 3 and 4. Across the stripe, Spreen, still your leader, followed by Thiel, Armstrong, Hull, and Mayfield, your top 5. Hull in that final transfer spot. Field's got a lot of ground to make up if she wants to make the feature. Your race leader, Spreen, rolling out of turn 4, past the 2 lap cars. Looks like we'll have 2 laps to go next time around. Thiel picking its way through lap traffic. Now Hull right on the back of Armstrong, looking to make a move for the number 3 spot. But here comes your leader, Spreen, out of 4. We have 2 laps to go. Hull looking to make a move, get a better starting spot in that main event. Looking to the bottom of Armstrong is loose, and 1 and 2. Hull takes 3rd place, racing down the back straightaway. Armstrong choked and Hull took advantage, but your leaders coming out of turn 4 for the white flag, 1 to go. Spreen, your leader, with a straightaway lead. Now here comes Thiel, Hull, and Armstrong, your top 4. Hull looking for Thiel to choke, take that number 2 spot away. Your race leader, Brandon Spiel, and the number 80 will take B feature number 1. Followed by the 21 of Thiel, the 17 of Hull, and the 2A of Armstrong. 4. We are green flag racing for B feature number 2. Miller, Hammonds, Holtman, your top 3. 3 wide through 1 and 2. Oh, we got 1 car squarely. Kennedy falling back a little. Miller with a couple car lengths lead out in front. Hammonds back in 2nd, looking to close the gap. We got a 3-car battle for the number 3 spot. Traffenstedt, Segura. Miller, Hammonds, Traffenstedt, and Segura, your top 4. Oh, Kennedy getting a little loose. Losing the number 5 spot to Holtman as they race down into turn 1. We got a battle for the number 3 spot. And Traffenstedt around. He was running 4th, losing the transfer spot. Holtman will move up to 4th place. Now in the final transfer spot. Traffenstedt gets moving way back in the back of the pack. Miller, still your leader, checking out from the rest of the field. Here comes Segura, looking to make a pass on Hammonds for the number 2 spot. As they race down the back straightaway down into turn 3, Segura up top, Hammonds on the bottom. Racing through 3, coming out of 4, Hammonds will stay in 2nd, but Segura is still running in that top groove. Segura and Hammonds door to door for the number 2 spot, racing through 1 and 2. Segura hoping to get a run off that top groove. Now we got a battle for the transfer spot. Kennedy and Holtzman, number 55 and 999. The final transfer spot to the A main being duked out, coming out of turn 4. Well, we got. Here we are, green flag racing out of turn 4. Miller getting a great jump off the bottom. Oh, we got 3 wide through 1 and 2 for the number 3 spot. Holtman falling all the way back to 5th. Hannah and Dodd moving up to 3 and 4. Hannah setting the sights on the number 2 spot from Hammonds. Troop Miller checking out, your leader. Hammonds, Hannah. We got 1 car up and around the 77D of Dodd, who's running 4th, turns around at the top of 2.
Caution, caution, caution.
We have a caution flag out. And we are green flag racing once again as they race down the front straightaway. Almost a tire hop with Dean and Hannah, Kennedy and Hannah. As they race through 1 and 2. Kennedy falls back to 6th. Here comes Traffinstead looking to take away the number 5 spot. So we got another car around the number 60 cars around in 1 and 2. We have another caution flag leading the pack. Coming out of turn 4, we are green flag racing down the front straightaway. Kennedy all over, going under the cone. Miller still your leader. Hammonds, Hannah, and Holtman your top 4, advancing to the 8th feature right now. As we have 6 down and 6 to go, we are halfway home. As they race down single file through turns 1 and 2. Here comes the 18T of Traffinstead looking to take back the number 5 spot in an attempt to make it to the A. Kennedy almost to the back of Holtman, looking to fight for that number 4 spot. Meanwhile, your leader, Troop Miller, in the number 15, extending to half a straightaway. Meanwhile, Traffinstead moving up to 5th place, now setting his sights on Holtman in 4th. As they race out of turn 4. Dodd sitting in the infield, coming out of turn 4. And we got a battle for 4th place out of 2. Traffinstead takes the number 4 spot away from Holtman as they race down into turn 3. Miller with almost a straightaway lead on Hammonds. Looks like Miller might have this B feature in the bag as he's coming out of 4, coming to the stripe. He got 2 laps to go. Traffinstead is not done. He is looking on 3rd place. Looking to take back a spot he lost to Hannah 10 laps ago. And there goes Kennedy around in 1 and 2. Hopefully he'll keep it going. We're at white flag, 1 to go. We're still green flag racing. The battle for 2nd between Hammonds and Hannah for the last lap. Now here comes Traffinstead looking to make it a 3-car battle for 2nd. Holtman way back in the back, hoping for a bobble to make it to the A. Miller, your B feature winner. And we are green flag racing for your IMCA stock car feature. Bumper to bumper racing as they go down into turn 1. We got 3 wide through 1 and 2 coming out of the corner. Here comes Bisonet on the bottom looking to take away the number 2 spot. 3 wide racing down into turn 3. Coming out of turn 4, O'Brien still your leader. Bisonet in 2nd, Husky 3rd, Weston 4th, and contact all down the front straightaway. As we got a hard battle for 4th place coming out of turn 2. Bisonet emerges in 2nd, Husky and Weston 3 and 4. Brandon Hood moved up to 5th place. O'Brien slowly pulling away from the field. With Abby making a move for the number 3 spot. Door-to-door racing down the back straightaway as they race into turn 3. O'Brien in the 114 pulling away from the rest of the field. Abby looking to make a move on Bisonet as they race down into turn 1. All over his back bumper. Abby looks to the bottom, coming out of 2, but comes up just short. York and Hood going at it for the number 5 spot as they race down into turn 3. Hood taking the number 5 spot, looking for 4th. As they race down into turn 1, Hood on the bottom, looking to take 4th away from Husky. And now, Abby making a move for 2nd place on Bisonet, racing down the back straightaway. Hood and Husky door to door through 3 and 4 for the number 4 spot as they race out of turn 4 across the flag stand. O'Brien way out in front. Abby setting his sights on the leader. Bissonette, Hood, and York and Husky are battling for the number 5 spot. Lee Riley around. Keeps it going up at the top of turn 4. On the start. And here we go. Green flag racing once again. Abby pushing them out of 4 as they race down the front straightaway. Door-to-door race for second place. Abby and Bissonette duking it out for the number 2 spot. A lot of contact back behind them. Here comes Abby coming out with the number 2 spot, racing out into turn 3. Bissonette up top, Abby on the bottom. Abby keeping second place, coming out of turn 4, setting his sights on the leader. Got another battle for 5th between York and Husky, duking it out through 1 and 2. Husky wearing out the back bumper of York. As they race down through 3 and 4, O'Brien, Abby, Bissonette, Hood, and Husky, your top 5. Husky taking away the number 5 spot from Pritchett. Pritchett looking inside to take it back. Racing door to door down the back straightaway into turn 3. Husky on the top, Pritchett on the bottom. We are halfway home, 8 down, 7 to go in this main event. Pritchett's with a slide job for the number 5 spot. 1 through 4, nose to tail. Looking for any mistake. O'Brien, Abby, Bissonette, Hood, and Pritchett, your top 5. And now we got a battle for 6th with York and Husky. York on the inside, Husky on the outside. Racing down through 1 and 2. York gets a huge run off the bottom of the corner, racing down the back straightaway, and Husky is off the track. York moves up to 2nd, 6th. Zach in 7th. Joe O'Brien and the number 14 slowly pulling away. Bissonette gaining a little bit on Abby, looking to knock on the door of that number 2 spot. They race single file down into turn 1, coming out of turn 2. O'Brien, Abby, Bissonette, Hood, and Pritchett, your top 5. Field starting to space out now. Everybody banging the bottom of the track. Here comes Hood, making up a little ground on Bissonette in 1 and 2, losing it, coming out down the back straightaway. Your leader, Joe O'Brien, in the number 14. 2 laps to go. Bissonette slowly making up some ground on Abby as they race down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, O'Brien slowly inching further ahead. Coming out of turn 4, we have 1 lap to go in your IMCA stock car main event. O'Brien hugging the bottom all the way around, followed by Abby, Bissonette, Hood, and Pritchett. Hood way loose, coming out of 2, losing a lot of ground. See if Bissonette can put some pressure on Abby and maybe take away the number 2 spot. But coming out of turn 4, your race winner, Joe O'Brien, in the number 14, followed by Weston Abby in the 12. Coming out of turn 4, we are green flag racing with our Power Eye 600s, roaring down the front straightaway into turn 1. They're door-to-door, bumper and bumper, all the way through the corner, racing down the back straightaway, 3 wide down the back straightaway, racing down into turn 3. Jorth and Trailer, your 2 leaders, as they race door-to-door down into turn 1. Roaring down the back straightaway, racing into turn 3. Your leaders coming across the stripe now. Jorth, Trailer, Nielsen, 1, 2, 3, your 3 leaders for tonight. Single file now rolling, coming out of the corners. They got 3 down and 22 to go. We got some door-to-door battling. Back for 7th place, going through 1 and 2. 1 way up on the track. Looks like the 01 with a huge run off the corner. Racing through 3, coming out of 4. back across the stripe. That 0-1 gain of 4 spots on the lap. Your leader, Joyce, Trailer, and Nielsen taking off from the rest of the field, coming up on lap traffic soon, only a straightaway ahead. Little battle back in the back for the 22nd spot as they roll into turn 1 and 2. Single file, the field spacing out now. Trailer catching up to Jorth, your leader, looking to take away that top spot as they race down into turn 1. Single file, Hajorth pulling slowly away as they race down into turn 3. Looks like they're coming up on lap traffic here. Hajorth, Trailer, Nielsen, still your top 3. And we got one way slow at the top of turn 3. As they stack up behind them, and now we are green flag racing down the front straightaway. Trailer having to check up because he couldn't pass them. Now some cars getting together coming out of turn 2. They're a single file, door to door down the back straightaway, bumper to bumper. Coming back out of turn 4, Hajorth, Trailer, Nielsen, still your top 3. Racing down into turn 1, beating and banging on each other's bumpers. Racing down out of turn 2. Looking like a battle for 5th. As they race down into turn 3. But George slowly pulling away from the rest of the field. Little bit of action back in the back of the pack. Davison fell back from 5th all the way back to like 9th. Jorth, Trailer, Randall pulling away from the rest of the field. Nielsen falling back slowly. Your leader. Oh, we got one car in the infield off of turn 4, the 42P. Making his way and stopping in the infield just inside of turn 4. We got one car off the back straightaway and we have a yellow flag out. Now we are back to green flag racing in your D1 Midwest A feature. Racing down into turn 1. I got some Nerf bar rubbing. Randall making a move for second place, racing down the back straightaway into turn 3. Trailer moving back to 3rd. Randall setting his sights on Hajorth for the lead. And a move from for 4th by Lucas, cutting off Nielsen as they race down the back straightaway. Lucas from 11th up to 4th, your biggest mover so far. Trailer taking back the number 2 spot from Randall after he slipped up. Now as they race through 3, coming out of 4, Hajorth with a huge lead. Trailer trying to run him down. Now here comes Lucas on the bottom of Randall, looking for that number 3 spot out of turn 2, racing down the back straightaway. Lucas will take the number 3 spot. Lucas in that 57L hauling off the bottom of the corners. Now setting his sights on Trailer in the 58. Randall falling back to 6th now. Falling way back. He's at about the top of 3 and 4. We have 3 wide. We got one car around in 3 and 4. 10 laps to go. We are racing once again as they race down into turn 1. Had a pass for 5th as they go down the back straightaway. Racing down into turn 3. Hajorth, Trailer, Lucas, your top 3 pulling away from the field already. Number 88, a Moeller, up in the top 5 now, right behind Nielsen. They race down the back straightaway. Your leader, Hajorth, coming out of 4, past the flag stand. I believe we have 8 laps to go. Lucas making a pass for 2nd, coming out of turn 2. Trailer choked in the middle of 1 and 2. Lucas taking advantage, one spot away from the top spot. Lucas now making up ground in Hajorth in that number 58. Oh, we got a pass. Nielsen falling back to 6th now. We've got one car on its lid, on its side. And we got green flag racing in our D1 Midwest main event. Lucas all over the back of trailer looking for that number 2 spot once again. Meanwhile, Moeller making a pass for 4th on Nielsen as they come out of turn 4. Racing down the front straightaway back into turn 1. Lucas all over the back of trailer looking for that number 2 spot. A huge run off the bottom, racing down the back straightaway into turn 3. Lucas with a hard charge inside, taking away the number 2 spot, coming out of turn 4. Lucas now with his sights set on Hajorth, your leader. Trailer with a huge bobble. Now Moeller down to the bottom of the back straightaway, taking the number 3 spot away. Here comes Walling looking to take away the number 4 spot now from trailer. Now here comes Lucas taking the top spot away down the front straightaway. Your leader losing power, attitude down the back straightaway. Lucas, the 57. Now your leader coming all the way from 11th to the front of the pack, followed by Moeller, trailer. Lucas now past the flag stand, followed by Moeller, trailer, Wallem. Your top 4 in the 1K of Batterby up to 5th from 12th. They're stacked up about 8th place back through 1 and 2. But now here comes Lucas out of turn 4, 2 laps to go. Batterby looking to make a pass for the number 4 spot and away from Walling, coming out of turn 2, racing down the back straightaway, nose to tail. But here comes your leader, Lucas, coming out of turn 4 for the white flag, 1 lap to go. Moeller not far behind. He'll have 3 corners left to make a move. We'll see what he's got as they race down the back straightaway into turn 3. Here comes Lucas down on the inside, banging the bottom, coming out of turn 4. It's going to be Lucas, your feature winner, followed by Moeller, trailer. Looking green flag racing now. Roaring down past the flag stand, racing into turn 1. Abby, Pretty, Baker, Dumas, Wallem, your top 5. Here comes Pretty on the bottom, racing down the back straightaway for the number 1 spot down into turn 3. Abby up top, Pretty on the bottom as they work their way through 3, coming out of 4. Pretty will come out your new leader. Racing down the front straightaway. Weston on the back of Pretty, coming out of turn 2. Wallem, Dumas, Baker 3 wide down the back straightaway for the number 3 spot. Pretty slowly pulling away. Dumas up to 3rd. Wallem to 4th. Pretty pulling away from the field, followed by Abby, Dumas. Wallem and Baker digging it out for the number 4 spot. Now here comes Brizard, battling Baker for the number 5 spot as they race down into turn 3. Baker in the back of Wallem in 3. Now coming out of 4. Brizard now in the number 5 spot. Baker falling back to 6th. Dumas pushing way up, coming out of turn 2. Wallem gaining a lot of ground. Your 2 leaders, Pretty and Abby, leaving everybody behind. Looks like we got a battle way back in the pack from Mirasak and Herring. Back in the pack, racing door to door. Mirasak up top, Herring on the bottom. Mirasak sliding up the track. Now slinging it on back to 4th place. Brizard passing Wallem for the number 4 spot. Now setting his sights on Dumas. Here comes Bizanet looking to take the number 6 spot away from Baker as they race through 1 and 2. Bizanet all over the back bumper of Baker for that number 6 spot, racing it down into turn 3. Little contact. Here comes Bizanet on the bottom looking to take it away down the front straightaway. Your leader, Shane Pretty, on the tail of lap traffic now. Here comes Brizard, banging on the door of the 55D of Dumas as they race through turn 3, coming out of 4. He's looking for the number 3 spot. Coming out of turn 2, your leader, Shane Pretty, now about to start weaving his way through lap traffic as he works the bottom of that 77X machine. Brazard looking to the bottom of Dumas for the number 3 spot as they race door to door down the front straightaway down into turn 1. Brazard on the bottom, Dumas running that middle groove. Brazard coming out of turn 2 in the number 3 spot. Dumas falling back to 4th. Now Bissonette passing Baker for 6th as they race down the back straightaway. While Baker in the back of Bissonette through the middle of 3 and 4. Opening up the door for Mill Irons for that number 7 spot. Pretty getting caught behind some lap traffic now, coming out of turn 4. He'll try for the bottom down the front straightaway. 10 down, 10 to go. Abby stuck behind some lap traffic. We'll see if Brazard can catch up some ground. Pretty putting on a clinic way out in front of the rest of the pack. Here comes Wallem making up some ground on Dumas, hoping to take away that number 4 spot. Herring and Mill Irons going at it for that number 7 spot just behind Baker in 6th. Now Brazard, Dumas, and Wallem, a 3-car battle for the number 3 spot. As they race out of turn 4, Dumas in 3rd, Brazard in 4th. Wallem looking to take away the number 4 spot, racing into turn 1. Wallem all over this door. But Brazard, and they race door to door down the back straightaway, racing into turn 3. Wallem has the edge in 4th. Your leader, Shane Pretty, check it out, but coming out of turn 4, it's going to be Wallem in 4th place. Brazard pushed back to 5th. Lap traffic playing a huge part for the top, for the number 3 spot. Wallem now door to door racing for the number 3 spot, racing down into turn 3. And Bailey gets looped around and hit head on. Pushing the bumper of Pretty, waiting on the start. And we are green flag racing once again with our factory stock A feature. Battling hard, racing deep into turn 1. Contact for the number 5 spot, Baker and Bissonette. Here comes Herring making it a 3-car battle. They come racing out of turn 4. Pretty, Abby, Dumas, Wallem, Bissonette, Baker, Herring, your top 6. Oh, here they come, 3 wide through 1 and 2. Herring getting 2 spots in 1 corner, moving from 7th to 5th. Pretty with a huge lead already now after these 2 quick laps. Brazard all the way back up to 8th already. Herring making a move on Wallem for 4th. Now door to door with Dumas in a turn 3 for the number 3 spot. Herring making a move, and we have caution flag 2. And we are factory stock racing once again as we roar down the front straightaway, racing down into turn 1. Pretty off to an early start once again. Dumas looking high side for the number 2 spot. Here comes Wallem on the bottom down the back straightaway, looking for 3rd as they race into turn 3. 3 in a row up top and on bottom. And Herring gets turned around into Bailey. Bailey up and into the wall out of 4. We are still green flag racing. And now Bailey and Herring coming to a stop on the front straightaway. We are racing once again. Abby leading the field out of turn 4, back across the stripe. Wallem not going anywhere, getting checked up, checking up everyone behind him. Now some contact as they go into 1. Brazard back up to 5th. Bissonette making a move for the number 3 spot, racing into turn 3. Pretty checking out once again, followed by Abby, Bissonette, Dumas, and Brazard. Shelby Baker up 4 spots already after starting in the back. Pretty checking out. Pretty, Abby, Bissonette, Dumas, Brazard, your top 5. Here comes Shelby Baker back up to the number 9 spot. Now we are door to door for the number 6 spot, coming out of turn 2. Racing door to door down the back straightaway into turn 3. We got Spadaro and Marisak. Brizard and Dumas door to door through 1 and 2. Brizard coming up with 4th place. Dumas falling back to 5th. And here we come out of turn 4. White flag waving, 1 lap to go. Shane Pretty, your leader, followed by Abby, Bizanet, Brizard, and Dumas, your top 5. Here they go, racing. Your leader, Shane Pretty, Cadillac in through 4. Checker flag Raven coming out of turn 4. The 77X is Shane Pretty, your leader. Your feature winner, followed by Weston, Abbey, Dennis Bizanet, Brizard, Dumas. And our modified main event is underway as they race past the flag stand deep into turn 1. 3 wide in the middle of 1 and 2. Here comes Peter DeGroat off the bottom of 2 with a huge run. Racing down into turn 3. Gober is going to be your leader for your first lap. Here comes Hunter to the inside of DeGroat looking for the number 2 spot. Chris Bragg looking to join the mix. Roaring down the back straightaway, racing into turn 3. DeGroat way up high through 3 and 4, opening the door for Hunter and Bragg. Coming out of turn 4. Hunter up to 2nd, DeGroat and Bragg now racing for 3rd. Little more contact, DeGroat real squarely. Bragg making a move for 2nd place, racing down the back straightaway into turn 3. Hood looking to the bottom of Hunter for the number 3 spot as they race out of turn 4. Gober, Bragg, Hood, Hunter, Twardeski, your top 5. Hood all over the back of Bragg as they race down into turn 3. Hood looking to the bottom for that number 2 spot. Meanwhile, Gober in the 52 checking out from the rest of the field. Bragg leading Hood and Hunter down the back straightaway into turn 1, single file down the bottom. Here comes Brandon Hood on the tires coming out of turn 4. Door-to-door racing down the front straightaway from the number 2 spot deep into turn 1. Hood on the bottom, Bragg up top losing some momentum. Hood moves up to 2nd coming out of turn 2. Hunter setting his sights on Bragg, looking to take that number 3 spot back. Your leader, Gober, now at the straightaway lead. As they race back down through 1 and 2. Gober with a huge lead, followed by Hood, Bragg, Hunter, Twardeski, and DeGroat. Hood slowly inching away from Bragg. Hunter slowly falling back. It's coming out of turn 4, your leader, number 52, Gober. We have 8 down, 7 to go as they race past the flag stand. Bragg making up some ground on Hood as they roar down that back straightaway, all over the back bumper of Hood through 3 and 4. Hood up top, Bragg down on the bottom. See if he can make a move for the 2nd place past the flag stand, racing out into turn 1. Bragg making a move for the number 2 spot. Hood falling back to 3rd. They race nose to tail down into turn 3. Meanwhile, your leader, Grover, with more than a straightaway lead on him. Hood looking to close the gap once again on Bragg for that number 2 spot. Here comes your leader, Grover, back across the stripe. Gober, Bragg, Hood, Hunter, and DeGroat, your top 5. As Gober is approaching DeGroat for lap traffic. Bragg and Hood just across the finish line, and here comes Hunter not far behind. DeGroat way up entering turn 3. But now your leader, Gober, coming out of turn 4. You have 2 laps to go. Bragg putting a little space on Hood as they work through 3 and 4, coming with 2 laps to go. Hunter falling back. want Peter to grow it way back in the number 92 and 5/8. But here comes your leader, Grover, out of turn 4 with 1 lap to go, racing down the front straightaway. Following behind in second is the 24 Bragg, followed by the 1B of Hood and the 52H of Hunter. But here comes your race leader, the number 52 of John Gober, your RMCAA modified feature winner. And our street stock A feature is underway, racing down the front straightaway. Braddock with the whole shot off to an early lead, a 3-car battle for the top spot. White, Braddock, Kelly racing down that back straightaway into turn 3. White looking to take away the number 2 spot. Here they come, 3 wide, coming out of turn 4. Kelly, slide job, still your leader. White running up a groove, hoping to get a run up the top. Kelly pulling away from the field. White, Braddock, Garcia, then Williams, your top 5. Garcia and Williams going at it for the number 4 spot as Kelly pulls away. There goes Williams down on the inside as they race down into turn 1. Williams now up in the number 4 spot, setting his sights on the number 3. Here comes White knocking on Kelly's door as they roll through 3 and 4. White on the bottom looking to take the lead away as they race down the front stretch. We got number 25 car wrap. We got green flag racing once again coming out of turn 4. Kelly, your leader, followed by White, Braddock, Garcia. Racing down into turn 1, a battle for the number 4 spot. Now here comes White on the bottom, coming out of 2, taking a lead down the back straightaway. Racing down into turn 3. Williams and Garcia going at it for the number 4 spot. Banging door to door, coming out of turn 4. White, Kelly, Braddock, Garcia, Williams, your top 5. Garcia pushing way up, and here comes Williams taking away the number 4 spot out of 2. Kelly looking to the inside of turn 3 for the top spot. As they race out of turn 4, they touch a little in the corners. Racing down the straightaway, White still your leader. White, Kelly, Braddock, Williams, and Garcia in your top 5. As they begin to space out, racing down the back straightaway into turn 3. Garcia closing up the gap on Williams, trying to regain that number 4 spot. Like the 05 of Lingo, rolling off the back of turn 3. Everybody spacing out. White, Kelly, Braddock, Williams, Garcia, Stevens, Glatter, and Jones. Your last 8 in this feature event. Here comes Garcia in the number 5 spot with a hard charge through 3 and 4. Making up 2 car lengths in the 1 corner, and we got Jones around in 1 and 2. And we are green flag racing down the back straightaway. Wade White getting a great jump. He leads the pack coming out of turn 4. Braddock looking to make a move for the number 2 spot, and they race down the front straightaway into turn 1. Kelly on the bottom, Braddock up top. Now Garcia joining the mix in the number 9G on the bottom of turn 2. Racing down the back straightaway, Braddock falls back to 4th, 9G up to 3rd. Garcia now setting his sights on Kelly for that number 2 spot as they race down the front straightaway deep into turn 1. We have 8 laps down, 7 laps to go. White still your leader. Garcia knocking on the door. Kelly down the back straightaway. Here comes Braddock with a hard charge deep into turn 3, looking to join the mix. Garcia way up out of turn 4. Ricky Braddock on the bottom, taking back the number 3 spot as they race back into turn 1. Oh, Garcia crossing him up into a tire. They race door to door deep into turn 3. Garcia and Braddock racing for the number 3 spot. Garcia coming out of turn 4 in 3rd place. Braddock falling back to 4th. Williams still in 5th. White's out down the back straightaway. White's hammer down, racing deep into turn 3. Garcia moving up to 2nd. Kelly falling back to 3rd. Braddock now battling for the number 4 spot as they race down into turn 1. Braddock and Williams racing for the number 4 spot through 1 and 2, roaring down the back straightaway. Braddock pulls ahead, now chasing Kelly. Kelly chasing the 9G of Garcia for the number 2 spot while White pulls ahead. Now here comes Braddock making a pass for 3rd as Kelly pushes way up out of 4. Now here comes Williams looking to take 4th away from Kelly coming out of turn 2. Will come up just short. He'll try his luck again as they race down into turn 3. White, Garcia, Braddock, Kelly, Williams, your top 5. Braddock all over the back bumper of Garcia as they race through 1 and 2. Looking down under him, down the back straightaway as they race down into turn 3. Garcia holding his own in 2nd place, but we have 2 laps to go. Braddock pushing Garcia down the front straightaway. Up under him in through 1 and 2, taking away the number 2 spot away from Garcia. Now we got a battle for the number 4 spot. Kelly falling back to 5th. Williams moving up to 4th. Then we have White flag, Wade White, your leader, followed by Braddock, Garcia, Williams, and Kelly. That's Wade White continues to check out. Braddock, Garcia, Williams, and Kelly duking it out. Here comes Wade White taking the checkered flag. Here comes Garcia off of turn 4 for the number 2 spot. Ricky Braddock losing power off of turn 4. And our final feature of the night is underway here at 281 Speedway. Hard racing down through 1 and 2. Patterson keeping the early lead. Here comes Jeff Patterson making a move up to 3rd place as they race out of turn 4. Pregene up to 2nd place. Racing down through 1 and 2. Patterson and Spreen duking it out for the number 3 spot, racing down the back straightaway into turn 3. Patterson up top, Spreen on the bottom, racing through 3 and 4. Patterson, Pregene. Patterson and Spreen, your top 4. Here comes Spreen on the bottom through 1 and 2, taking away the number 3 spot. As they race down the back straightaway, Spreen setting his sights on Pregene in that number 2 spot. Racing in that yellow 71 machine. They are roaring out of turn 4 down the front straightaway, back into turn 1. Dallas Patterson, your leader, checking out from the rest of the pack. Followed by Pregene, Spreen, Patterson, and Shedden. Your top 5. As they race out of turn 4, some of them door to door, down the front straightaway, back into turn 1. They're coming up on Simstick lap traffic. Your leader, Dallas Patterson, coming out of 4 with a huge lead. As they all work through the number 33 lap car. Patterson, Pregene, Spreen, Patterson, and Dottie, your top 5. Dottie making a move out of turn 4 for the number 5 spot. Taking it away from Shedden. Shedden now looking at the top of 1 and 2, up and onto the berm. We have a car around in the middle of 3 and 4. Caution. And we are green flag racing. Once again, Patterson pulling his left front up off the ground. Here comes Pregene on the bottom, looking to take away that top spot in turn 1. Dottie making a move for the number 5 spot. Now making a move for Spreen for that number 4 spot. As they race down into turn 3, Dottie on the bottom, Spreen up top. Dottie pulling that left front up off the ground, coming out of turn 4 as they race down the front straightaway. Patterson, Pregene, Patterson, Dottie, and Spreen, your top 5 as they race down the back straightaway into turn 3. Spreen looking to close the gap again on Dottie. And Dottie racing door to door with Patterson for the number 3 spot. Now they race down into turn 3. Looks like a battle for the number 6 spot between Stowey and Shedden. as they race back down into turn 1. And here comes Spreen and Doty door to door off of turn 2, battling for the number 4 spot down the back straightaway. They split lap traffic. Spreen up to 4th, Dottie back to 5th. Shedden takes back the number 6 spot. Your leader in the 32, Dallas Patterson, slowly pulling away from the rest of the field. But here comes the 27P knocking on the door, Pre-Gene for that number 2 spot. Slowly but surely catching up some ground. We got one car rounding into a tire down at the bottom of turn 2. We'll see if we stay green. We'll stay green flag racing. Hopefully he gets his car turned back around. Patterson still your leader, pulling away. Patterson, Pre-Gene, Spreen your top 4. Shedden look away to take away the number 5 spot away from Dottie in the number 2. Now we are still green flag racing. A hole up at the top of the back straightaway. Getting his car going again. Here comes Shedden all over the back of Dottie, looking to take away the number 5 spot. But here comes the number 49 of Spreen, looking to take away the number 4 spot from Pre-Gene. And Spreen way up in 1 and 2 and looping it around. Here comes the 32 of Patterson, starting him, coming out of turn 4. We are green flag racing once again. Dottie and Stoy getting into it. Oh, a hard lick in 1. Armstrong and Thiel getting a huge lick. Thiel getting. And we are green flag racing out of turn 4. Shedden making a pass for the number 4 spot on Dottie. Dottie back down to the bottom of 1 and 2. Contact in 1 and 2 for the number 3 spot. Patterson, Pre-Gene. Here comes Shedden making a pass for the number 4 spot on Dottie. As they race through 3 and 4, Dottie way up through 4. Shedden taking the number 4 spot away. 3 wide down the straightaway. Racing down into turn 1. Stoy now up to 5th place. Dottie falling back to 7th. Here comes Spreen on the inside, racing down into turn 3, looking to take that number 5 spot away. And coming out of turn 4, Spreen will take the number 5 spot, followed by Dottie. Stoy falling back to 7th. Here comes Pre-Gene, door to door with Patterson, racing down the back straightaway for the number 2 spot, racing deep into turn 3. And we are green flag racing. We got 1 lap to go. Patterson and Patterson, first and second, going to duke it out for the top spot for 2 more corners. Here comes Shedden on the inside, coming out of turn 2, looking for the number 3 spot. Roaring down the back straightaway, racing down into turn 3. Patterson and number 32 coming out of turn 4. Checkered flag is waving. Patterson and the 32 will take the top spot, followed by Patterson, Pre-Gene, Shedden, and Spreen for your top 5.